Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of history, a book that's been gaining attention for its eerie parallels to modern times. We're talking about 1900, or The Last President by Ingersoll Lockwood. This book is a political satire and dystopian tale from over a century ago, drawing an uncanny connection to the present-day President of the United States. Stick around to find out how. First published in 1900, or The Last President tells the story of a populist figure who becomes the last president of the United States. The novel paints a picture of a country in turmoil, on the edge of revolution, political chaos, and the collapse of its political system. The president rises amidst growing discontent and is at the forefront of the nation's decline. As the country faces growing tension between the establishment and the people, the president tries to maintain control while the country spirals into crisis. It's a fascinating yet unsettling look at a nation on the brink of collapse, much like some of the political situations we see today. Ingersoll Lockwood, the author of this eerie novel, was a lawyer and writer. While he wasn't a major political figure, his works are often seen as prophetic. His two most famous works, Barron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey and Barron Trump's New Life, chronicle a young boy named Barron Trump who embarks on an adventure. Sound familiar? We'll get to that connection in just a bit. But what really captures attention is 1900, or The Last President, which contains startlingly modern political themes. The book warns of the rise of populism, a divided society, and a leader who pushes the country to the brink. If you're familiar with today's political landscape, this might start to sound a little too close to home. Now here's where things get intriguing. You might be wondering, what does this 1900 novel have to do with today's world? Well, the book's portrayal of a populist leader in a time of division and upheaval seems almost prophetic. But here's the real kicker. The novel's protagonist, the last president, has a name that closely resembles a member of today's first family. In the book, the president's son is named Barron. Sound familiar? That's right, the current president of the United States, Donald Trump, has a son named Barron. The similarities don't end there. While the novel is about a populist leader coming to power in a time of political and social unrest, the current political climate shares some of these same elements. There are clear echoes of the turmoil described in the book, and the rise of populist movements seen in real life. While it's tempting to call this a prophecy, it's more likely that Lockwood was commenting on the political trends of his time. But the uncanny parallels between the book and current events are undeniable. In the novel, there's a sense of national crisis, with protests, political instability, and rising populism, a situation that feels all too familiar in today's polarized world. What makes this connection so intriguing is that while the novel predicted a collapse, the character of the last president embodies the very traits we associate with populist figures: bold rhetoric, defiance against the establishment, and a strong, divisive presence. We're seeing similar themes play out in real time. Could it be that history is repeating itself? Or is it just a strange coincidence? Whether or not Ingersoll Lockwood was intentionally predicting the future, his work continues to spark curiosity and discussion today. The connections between his book and modern politics are hard to ignore. 1900, or The Last President, is more than just a political satire, it's a mirror reflecting the cyclical nature of history and the ever-present tension between the people and those in power. Though the book is over a century old, its relevance remains clear, especially in today's world where similar themes of populism, political division, and social unrest are at the forefront. And with the uncanny connection to Barron Trump, the book's eerie prescience only deepens. So what do you think? Was Ingersoll Lockwood just an observer of his time, or did he have an almost prophetic sense of the political landscape we're living in today? The eerie similarities between 1900, or The Last President, and our current political climate are enough to give anyone pause. And of course, the connection to Barron Trump only adds another layer of intrigue. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Lockwood's fascinating book and the uncanny connections to the present day, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. And let me know in the comments, do you think Lockwood was predicting the future, or is it just coincidence? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching.